Hi, this is Lisa Tremolata from dominatetheinternet.com.au. Today we've got Glenn Twiddle in a series of interviews. We have about 8 or 9 different questions that we've asked Glenn, ranging from what he thinks about print media versus online marketing to different Facebook strategies, social media strategies, platforms that you can use. So look out for the series of interviews. There's quite a few different segments, and there's also the full interview as well. So have a look, see what you think. Glenn is actually a master at marketing himself online. He really does put himself out there, and what I actually admire about him now is that he really doesn't care what people think. And that is actually a good thing in marketing. You can't be holding yourself back. And anyway, Glenn talks about that in the interview. So take some notes and really get out there and have a look at the rest of the interviews as well.
Okay, now we both read the book Purple Cow by Seth Godin. Awesome book. Do you think there's a fine line you need to be careful of with Purple Cow marketing?
Yeah, probably asking the wrong guy.
I know.
I often go past that line. Sometimes way too far past that line. But it's probably a case of I don't think that there's anything flawed about the principle. And the only way you can go too far, it doesn't matter if it's too far for you. It matters if it's too far for your clientele. Now, I push the boundaries.
Yeah,
so the only reason is, there's a lot of professional trainers and speakers in my category. So I'm just trying to differentiate myself from them, which is what Purple Cow's all about. For the listener who don't know, it's basically if there's a sea of cows out there, they all look like cows, you better be purple if you want to be different and stand out amongst that. So I do that because I've got a different market, I've got a different tribe, you use the word to describe, than a typical listing and selling real estate agent. So I suppose, what you're angling at is it too outrageous where you see some of my guys going too outrageous? If they put on, like I've got on my Facebook profile at the time of this recording, a Superman suit under a suit, and I do outrageous stuff. Yeah. Well, if that's not too much for your target clientele, then you can only go so far as when a potential client of yours would be put off from becoming a client of yours, then that's too far. If you put off people that were never going to become clients of yours, then you haven't gone too far. In fact, you've probably not gone far enough. You want to make sure that some people who weren't going to be clients of yours are actually thinking, I wouldn't use him. But so long as your clientele are happy with it, then I don't think you can go too far at all to differentiate yourself. I mean, there is a line, of course, where if you get too goofy, that you're going to put off your potential clients, and or not too goofy, too arrogant, too whatever. But I do think that if you take who you are and take that to extremes, that you're going to do better than if you're boring. The worst thing you can do in my business, your business, in the real estate agent's business, is be forgettable, is to be boring.
Definitely.